Hi and welcome to yet another edition of Fine Tune. My guest today is from the land of the rising sun. Yes, Anshu, who has the unique distinction of being the first Indian woman to conquer the Mount Everest thrice. And that too, twice she had completed it within a span of 10 days. Anshu, wow, it's really great. You know, I won't dare to take such an initiative. Congratulations and welcome to our program Fine Tune. It's really great to have you here. Anshu, quite an achievement. For 3 times you made it to the Mount Everest. I mean, how did you manage all this? And what's your inspiration, you know?
It was very tough. It was a very tough journey, but I started with a very good motive. Before coming into this mountaineering field, I have done many events and shows to give the platforms to the youths, and I wanted to empower the women also, because being a married woman and that also a mother of 2, like, you know, I participated in the beauty contest also. That was not that I'm interested in this glamour world, or
but one thing is that you're always stylish. I see the approach you have always, you know, your get-up is always strikes each and every person who tends to meet you.
That's a compliment for me, thank you. So, you know, through that platform, I wanted to convey the message, and that time also I have said that this thing, that shedding our own inhibitions, we should come forward and show our talents to the world, because many women, they think that after marriage there's end. I mean, after marriage you have to only look after your kids, your family, and you cannot do anything.
Right, Anshu, we will come to all this. We have a segment where we will talk about family, life, your 2 wonderful daughters, which you were telling me. But before that, let us talk something seriously. You know, if you really talk in terms of adventure sports, and it's really coming up in Northeast with over a dozen mountaineers making it to the Mount Everest. It's an achievement for this region. Do you think that adventure sports needs to be really taken up seriously by the government of India?
Yes, especially in Northeast, we have a lot of potentials for adventure tourism, but still we are lagging behind, you know. And in our Northeastern youths, they're very courageous and very talented. They can easily take up this. And not only that, if you promote adventure tourism, then economic growth will also grow, and at the same time we can generate the employment. So, but now I'm very positive. I can see the response, like now the Assam government, like how they're responding, the Everesters, how they have received yesterday. I saw that in the airport, and I'm very positive. And I think during our press conference, Assam mountaineering president, he said that CM has already declared that very soon they are going to have their own institute in Assam, and Manipur also, like, they already have an institute there. So now they are going to declare it as a regional institute, and in Dirang also one, which is NIMAS is coming. So I'm very positive, you know, and I hope that day before yesterday when we were in Delhi, so we met sports minister also, and he said that he wants to take this as an annual event. So, but approach has to go from our side. So I'm very positive. Now central government is also thinking seriously, and state government is also very concerned. So
Anshu, what we can say is that now we'll have institutes in various parts of the Northeast. In Arunachal, you said Manipur is also taking the initiative. The Chief Minister of Assam has declared. So it's a big thing happening, and I think adventure sports as such will be taken very seriously by both the state and the central government. Now, talking about women, you represent women and you talk about women's empowerment, you were saying now. But what I have observed over the years, that women in Northeast are physically very strong, and they have the determination, the grit and the will. And I think that is one of the reasons which has taken you forward. What do you think about it? You know, they are very hardworking. Do you think that this is also one of the reasons what really prompted you to take this, you know, this adventurous risk of climbing the Mount Everest thrice, and now you also plan to climb it for the 4th time? It has to be some you know, physical condition, apart from the determination and the grit. What do you have to say on that?
Both is important, like physical fitness is also important, and sorry, what you said?
The determination and the grit.
Yeah, yes. Determination. So we have, yes, I think in Northeastern women, and we also have that. So
Okay, now let us talk about one aspect. While we were just chilling out, you just told me that, you know, I would love to climb the Mount Everest for the fourth time, but only if the royalty is removed. It costs a lot. I'm told that either each mountaineer spends nothing less than 18 to 20 lakhs for per expedition. It's a Herculean task for everyone to afford. What do you have to say about it?
This time, one more guy from my own district, Nima Lama, he has also climbed. His background, I mean, he's not from a very good, this one. I'm also from a very middle class family. But when, you know, when there's a will, there's a way. If you're really interested, then you'll get the way, like, you know. So, yeah, that's.
Okay, now you were telling me the last project you all had taken up, where mountaineers from all over, from Manipur, from you know, all the northeastern states participated, was partially sponsored by NEC. But NEC has been taking up a lot of projects for the development of the northeast, and even the donor ministry. I mean, don't you think that you know, the NEC should play a much bigger role in terms of sponsorship, in terms of promoting adventurous tourism?
Yeah, NEC secretary was also there during the press conference, and he said that he promised that whatever the proposal will go, and now they're also very concerned, serious. So I'm sure if we have to give them the proposal, then I'm sure that they will come forward and they will help.
Anshu, it's not only mountaineering. If you talk about Northeast, there are a lot of other adventure avenues. I mean, some of the longest cave systems in the world are present here, which has not yet been explored. We have a lot of foreigners coming and exploring those caves. Why not our own people try to do that, and with the support of the government? What's your take on that?
Yeah, we have not only caving, we can do river rafting, and then paragliding, lot of things. So slowly, you know, like step by step. Now we have started this mountaineering. After that, again, we can start this paragliding and other sports also.
And in your state and in the region, you must be interacting with a lot of women. You know, what is their attitude, you feel? When they see you, what is their, I mean, first reaction? What do they try to learn from you? Are they encouraged? Do they also want to come forward with certain, you know, adventure activities they would like to participate in?
Yes, like nowadays, after I climbed this Everest, whoever I met, they say that you have inspired us a lot. So that really gives me, I feel very good, you know, the message which I wanted to convey. Like now I think it's worth, like, I mean, they're coming forward and they're very curious to learn and know from me. So I'm very happy for that. Yeah.
Okay, now 60 years of conquest of Mount Everest has just been completed. We came to know from books about Sir Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay conquering Mount Everest, and today I'm sitting with a person who has conquered it for 3 times. There's a great celebrations going on in Nepal, and it coincided with your trip, I think, of the entire group here. You just now told me while I was chilling out with you, you told me that you are interested to take the expedition for the 4th time. For the 4th time, I would like to conquer the Mount Everest, but only if the royalty is not taken by the royal government there. I mean, what's your appeal? I mean, you can make an appeal through our channel, you know.
Last time also, like actually for second climbing also I paid royalty. They have asked me for $25,000 which I have paid. So this time I requested them, you know, if they can not waive. I mean, I told them to, you know, reduce. I mean, if they can give some like a concession. I mean, like, you know, not concession. I mean, if they can
waive off certain amount, maybe.
Yeah. So I've requested for them, but
not that totally free. I mean, you're ready to
that
pay.
is not possible because
you shell out some dough, but at the same time, it should be less.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. On that note, Anshu, we'll take a short commercial break. It's time for a short commercial break on Fine Tune. We'll be back soon with you. Don't go away. And when we come to you, we'll talk to Anshu about what is her stand on the women of today in Northeast. Please stay with us. Welcome back to Fine Tune. Anshu is still with us. Anshu, let us move on to certain contemporary issues. You are a woman and you feel for the women of the Northeast and the entire country. You are a role model not only for the women of the region, country, and the entire world, I guess, conquering the Everest thrice. Well, while you have conquered on one side, on the other side, we are really saddened and, really to a certain extent shamed at the crime against women which has been taking place in the entire Northeast. I'm not talking in terms of Arunachal Pradesh, I'm not talking, but entire state. As I talked to you also, yesterday only we got a report that, two minor girls were raped inside the chamber of a police official in Garo Hills. It's a real shame. What do you think about it?
Yeah, it is a very shameful thing for us. I think, in the school, that's why I told that we have to give the training to, it should be in the syllabus. And martial art is also very important for your self-protection. I think we have to, apart from the school education, we have to give this training to in school, and I think that will help to, I think this will
they can defend themselves
yes,
better.
Yes, yeah.
जी आप सही बताया. And काफ़ी बातें हो रहा है आजकल about the China and Arunachal border issue. They talk in terms of China claiming that Arunachal is part of their country. We've been hearing it for over the years. And when we go to Arunachal, it's Indianness totally. They are very much Indian. I think the only state where Indianness is prevalent everywhere. What do you think? Do you think that this border problem should be sorted out once and for all?
Yes. And we are very, very much part of India. And more, we are holding an Indian passport, which is the greatest identification. So, and central. That's why, in this coming September, October, day before yesterday, we have also met the chief of the army staff. So I told him about the Kangto. The main motive is that because in
Kangto means that
it's a virgin peak
in between China and Arunachal.
Yeah, yes.
Yes, okay.
So like in Nepal, Everest now, North Col and South Col, they have identified that this part is the part of the China, and from the South Col side is it's in Nepal, this one. So same way, like I want to climb this peak because I want to identify that this part comes under India, like Arunachal. So that's why I'm very keen and I want to do this expedition. And after that, I think central government will also from there I can speak what I want.
Anshu, I have traveled extensively across the bordering areas in your state. I had gone to Machuca, Bumla, all the areas. If you see the development that has taken place on the other side of the border in China is enormous. But whereas Arunachal, I think as far as development is concerned, nothing much has taken place. Do you feel at times that more development needs to be done in that state so that the people also feel that they are really nationalistic?
Yeah, that's true. Though we have so many natural resources, but we are उसको सही चीज़ तरीके से हम ये नहीं कर रहे उनको proper. We don't have this in proper planning and scheme वगैरह कुछ ये नहीं है. So yeah, I feel sad for that. And
अगर डेवलपमेंट स्कीम्स लिया जाए तो काफ़ी सारे डेवलपमेंट हो सकता है स्टेट के लिए, जैसा टूरिज़्म एक एस्पेक्ट है जिससे अरुणाचल के काफ़ी सारे फ़ायदे हो सकते हैं. आप क्या बोलते हैं इसके लिए?
वेल अभी जो हमारे प्रेजेंट टूरिज़्म मिनिस्टर पेमा खांडू सर, ही इज़ वेरी यंग एंड ही इज़ वेरी पॉजिटिव. आई एम श्योर वो बहुत ही विल टेक स्टेप्स एंड बहुत जल्द वो कुछ करेंगे. वी कैन सी द रिजल्ट. I'm very positive, and after going back from here, I'm going to meet him, and I'm going to discuss him about the prospect and potentials about our tourism. He also knows, but इसको कैसे हम आगे बढ़ा और कैसे ये करें इस बारे में हम इनसे बात करने जाएंगे.
Anshu, one specific question I would like to ask you, which I had asked you earlier. I'm asking you, do you think China is really a threat to Arunachal Pradesh?
I don't take it very seriously, whatever. So I don't take it as seriously because it's a trade. Of course, again and again, जिस तरह से ये कर रहे, claim कर रहे, बोल रहे, it's a trade. So central government, they should take serious step for this. That I can appeal through your this platform.
Okay, the center has to be more serious about the issue, and they should sort it out once and for all, so that the Arunachali people also feel that they are very much Indian. On that note, we'll take a short commercial break, and when we come back, we'll talk to Anshu on Fine Tune about her likes and dislikes and the thoughts she had while she was climbing the Mount Everest. and did the thoughts of our children occur ever? So please stay with us. Welcome back. We still have Anshu with us. Anshu, there's certain things I always wanted to ask you is what motivated you into mountaineering?
It's a long story. I mean, I was very adventurous since from my childhood, and I was always looking forward, but there was nobody to guide me, in 2008, my husband, he has organized one trekking program. So some people, they came there and, they have seen that I can do this, and they encouraged me, So I was also interested, and I asked them. So I took the information from them, and it's how it started.
You're a mother of two, and you are also, I think, the only mother in India who has conquered the Mount Everest twice, that too within a span of 10 days. I mean, how did you manage to do that?
It was very tough. It was very difficult, but when, determination is very important, So, and I also thought that, if I do something, then I can set example for my daughters also. I can tell them, with the determination, you can achieve anything. So at the same time, I wanted to set an example for them also. So, like that,
yeah, right. You want to set an example. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Anshu, are you really in love with Mount Everest, apart from loving your husband, of course?
Yes, of course. Because many people, they go, but they cannot, submit. But I went there 3 times, and I've successfully submitted. So I have this one emotional attachment with this.
So your second love is Mount Everest. And how does it feel when you reach the top? I mean, thrice you went, suddenly you go on the top and you're there alone. How does it feel? Just explain. Do you think you're one step near God?
Yes, of course, that feeling was always there. Whenever I reached there, I felt that God has blessed me, God has special blessings. That's why I could make it for 3 times. So I was, but I was very emotional because, to reach here, I have struggled very hard, and a lot of sacrifices was there. So I was crying in the top, in the 3rd time, and I was very emotional.
And did you carry a tricolor, the scarf of your state, the flag of your state?
Yes, of course, I was carrying Indian national flag.
You planted it, and you cried alone. Joy. It was tears of joy, I guess.
Yes, you can say that. Yeah,
and there was no one nearby.
No, our other team member, they also came and they also reached. Yeah.
And how has been your, as far as you were telling me, your husband is also onto adventure sports. How has been the support of your husband in the projects you have been taking so far?
Well, when I was doing this basic course, after basic course, when I came back home, I told him that I want to do advanced course. After that, I told him about Everest also. One day I want to climb Everest. So he was very happy that time when he heard that, because he said that this was my silent dream. So if you want to do that, go ahead. My full support is there. So he supported me a lot financially, all the office work back, and my daughters, they were at home, so he was looking after them. So I feel myself very lucky that I've got such a understanding husband, and because he has also traveled to many countries, and he knows, he's very broad-minded.
Right. And absolutely, he's very caring, and we did see that. Anshu, do you have a plan to climb the Mount Everest ever without oxygen?
Yeah, but for that also, again, money matters, because for that you need to do a lot of preparations. You have to go 2-3 months before there, or you have to do other expedition also, which is above 7,000 meters peak you have to do. So money matters. If I'll get the sponsor, then I will like to try without the oxygen also. I'm
sure you know about Mary Kom. Yes, you heard about her, talked about. Would you like to meet Mary Kom someday?
Everybody, in fact, last time I went to Manipur and I thought that I'll meet her, but I couldn't. Of course, because I want to. When she was coming back from the Olympic game, so I saw her in the TV, and I was telling my husband, people, everybody, they're very happy and they're welcoming her, but she must have her own story, how much she has a struggle. I want to hear from her also, how much about her struggling, how she has managed, because she is also a mother of 2. Of course, I want to share my experience with her, and as well as I want to her.
And both of you are onto adventure sports.
Yes,
both
yeah.
are you onto challenges. So you all would be having something in common, I'm sure.
Yes, I think so. Yes.
Okay, and base camps. Base camps are an important part. Whenever you travel, you said per day you have to travel around 10 hours, perhaps the whole night.
Yeah.
The base camps, how you used to pass your time? You said that you played cricket.
Yeah,
What
this
else
time,
you all did?
because there was nothing to do, so our other members, they were playing cricket, but I never played this game. But just to kill the time, I also joined them and I played. And we used to read books. And this time I was with the group, so after every meal we used to sit and we used to chat for some time. That's how we kill our time.
Apart from chatting, you love singing too, I know. You're a good singer, I've been told. For our viewers, could we have a number from your side? And I assure you, when you sing, I'll join you too. Whatever song you like, could be in Hindi, could be in Assamese, could be in any language.
Okay, I'll sing a Hindi song.
Okay.
जाने क्यों ऐसा लगता है मेरे अंदर जितना कम है मेरे अंदर जितना कम है उसको तुम पूरा कर दोगे. Thank you.
What a wonderful voice you have. Tell me one thing, when you used to go to the base camps, how used to communicate with your family? I mean, thoughts of your children must have come, thoughts of your husband must have come, whether he had his food in proper time. Would you keep in touch?
Yeah, till base camp now in Everest, we can use the mobile phones. So every day I used to call them every evening, and when we are in the base camp, I used to call them and I ask whether they have taken their food or not, how was their day, all those details I used to take from them.
A lot of mountaineers, while scaling the Mount Everest, they have lost their life. It's quite a risky job. While you climbed and while you were descending, did you ever think about those people who had lost their lives while trying to scale this peak? And did you ever offer prayers?
Yes, of course. I feel very bad, not only for those who, but I used to think about their families also, how they're feeling, what is their descent. And I did prayers for them also. Yeah, that's really.
That's fine. Now, Anshu, we would move to a segment. It's not questions, but it's a game we're going to play. I have one white envelope. There are certain questions in it, and I would be asking you at random. I would like you to reply them in yes or no. Or
yes
maybe a
no?
short sentence, and don't take much of time. Just whatever thoughts come to your mind, you can just say. Can I open with your permission?
Yes, please. Yes.
Your time starts now. Okay?
Okay.
First question. I would like to be a mountaineering instructor one day. Yes, or no?
Yes.
Inner line permit needs to be scrapped from Arunachal Pradesh to boost tourism.
No.
The first person I
there
thought
should be
about
some relaxation, but no, not It
Sorry?
should not be. There should be some relaxation in the descent.
The first person I thought about after reaching the top was my husband.
My daughters.
Whenever you face dangerous situation, did the thought come to your mind, who will take care of my children in case I die?
Yes.
If you believe in rebirth, would you like to be born as a mountaineer again?
Yes.
All my success in life is due to my faith in the Dalai Lama.
Yes.
I care a fig about frostbites and gangrene.
Yes.
You are rewarded for your deeds.
Yes.
I have never lied in my life.
No.
I am very fussy about my food to keep myself fit.
Yes.
And Anshu, lastly, I would like to know from you, what's your philosophy in life?
Philosophy in life, I believe that God has given a multi-talent to everybody, and philosophy about the life. How
लाइफ के बारे में आप क्या सोचते हैं?
लाइफ के बारे में
हाँ, ये फिलॉसफी के बारे में. सबका एक कुछ everyone has certain philosophy in life, no? What's your philosophy in life?
I believe that one has to be very positive. No matter whatever the situation comes, one has to be very positive. So I think that is the reason one must have to have that quality that will help to go forward. And so yeah.
Well, that was Anshu talking exclusively to Fine Tune, and as she has said that where there is a will, there is a way. And on that note, we come to the end of this edition of Fine Tune. We'll be back again with you next week, same time, same place. Until we meet again, it's goodbye and take care from your host, Rajiv Chaudhary.